My name is Jimmy Castellano, and 6 months ago, I buried my 8-year-old daughter, Emma. Or at least, I thought I did. I stood at her gravestone every Sunday morning, a ritual my wife Claire found increasingly annoying. That particular Sunday, she finally confronted me about it when I returned home. "You went to the cemetery again," Claire said, not looking up from her phone. "Jimmy, this obsession isn't healthy." "She was our daughter," I replied, hanging my coat. "How can you be so cold about this?" "I'm not cold. I'm practical." She finally met my eyes. "Emma drowned 6 months ago. We held a funeral. We need to move forward." "Move forward? Claire, she was 8 years old. And dwelling on it won't bring her back." She stood, smoothing her designer dress. "Your business partners called again. They're concerned you're not focused on the merger." "The merger can wait." "Can it? You built Castellano Industries from nothing, Jimmy. You're worth $40 million. Are you really going to let that crumble because you can't let go?" I stared at her. "Let go of our daughter?" "You know what I mean." She grabbed her purse. "I'm meeting my brother David for lunch. Try to pull yourself together." After she left, I sat in silence. The official story was that Emma had drowned during a family trip to our lake house. Claire said she'd turned away for just a moment. No body was recovered immediately. The lake was deep and murky. They found her 3 days later, or so the coroner's report claimed. I never saw the body. Claire insisted on a closed casket, saying I shouldn't remember Emma that way. My phone rang. It was Detective Marcus Chen, an old friend from my days volunteering with the youth center. "Marcus, hey." "Jimmy, I need to talk to you about something. Can you meet me downtown?" "Is everything okay?" "Just meet me at Harbor Coffee in an hour. Don't tell Claire." "Why would I?" "Please, Jimmy, trust me." An hour later, I sat across from Marcus in a corner booth. He slid a manila envelope across the table. "What is this?" I asked. "Open it." Inside were photographs. My hands started shaking. The first photo showed a little girl with dark curls walking with a woman I didn't recognize. The girl looked exactly like Emma. "Where did you get this?" "Jimmy, I've been investigating your daughter's death on my own time. Something never sat right with me about the drowning story." "What are you saying?" "I'm saying this photo was taken 4 days ago in Portland. That's Emma." "That's impossible. We buried her. The coroner—" "Did you actually see your daughter's body?" I couldn't answer. "Jimmy, I think Claire lied about everything. I think Emma is alive, and I think your wife knows exactly where she is." "Why would Claire do that?" Marcus pulled out more papers. "Your will. If Emma died before reaching 18, everything goes to Claire. Your business, your assets, all $40 million. But if Emma's alive and you die, everything's held in trust until she's 25, with Claire only getting a modest allowance." "You're saying my wife faked our daughter's death for money?" "I'm saying we need to investigate further. But Jimmy, you can't let Claire know you suspect anything. If Emma really is alive and Claire realizes we're onto her, she might actually hurt her." "Exactly. So you need to act normal while I dig deeper. Can you do that?" I looked at the photograph again. Those eyes. Emma's eyes. "Find my daughter, Marcus. Whatever it takes." 3 days later, Marcus called me to meet him at a secure location, an office building owned by one of my business partners where we wouldn't be seen. "Tell me you found something," I said immediately. "I found everything." Marcus spread photographs and documents across the conference table. "Jimmy, meet your wife's accomplice, her brother David." "David? He's been family for 15 years. And he's been broke for just as long. Gambling debts, failed businesses. But 2 weeks after Emma's death, he suddenly paid off $200,000 in debt." "Claire paid him." "Exactly. Look at these phone records. Claire and David had 67 calls in the 2 weeks before Emma drowned. After that, almost none." I sat down hard. "Tell me where Emma is." "Portland. David's ex-girlfriend Karen is keeping her in a rented house. I've been surveilling them for 2 days. Emma's alive, Jimmy. She's scared and confused, but she's alive. We need to get her now. We need to do this right. If we tip our hand too early, Claire lawyers up and we might not get enough evidence for criminal charges.
I brought someone who can help. Marcus gestured to the woman sitting quietly in the corner. This is Sarah Williams, criminal attorney. Sarah stepped forward, extending her hand. Mr. Castellano, I'm so sorry for what you're going through. But Marcus is right. We need an airtight case. What do you need from me? We need you to get Claire talking. Wear a wire. Get her to confess. I know it's difficult. Difficult? She faked our daughter's death and let me grieve for 6 months. I'll do whatever it takes. Good. Marcus, show him the rest. Marcus pulled out financial records. Claire's been systematically moving your assets into accounts she controls. She filed paperwork to become executor of Emma's trust fund. She's even been in talks with your business partners about selling Castellano Industries. Over my dead body. That might have been the plan eventually, Sarah said quietly. Life insurance policies on you were increased substantially 4 months ago. Did you sign those documents? Claire handles our insurance. I just sign what she puts in front of me. Sarah and Marcus exchanged looks. What? I demanded. Jimmy, we think Claire was planning to make you have an accident too, Marcus said, once she had full control of everything. I felt cold. My wife was going to kill me? We believe so, but we're going to stop her first. Sarah pulled out a contract. This authorizes me to act on your behalf and freezes all joint accounts as of tomorrow morning. She'll wake up without access to your money. Won't that tip her off? Yes, which is why tonight, you're going to confront her with this wire on. Get her confession. I'll have police standing by. And Emma? The moment we arrest Claire, I'm personally bringing Emma home, Marcus promised. That evening, I sat in my living room wearing a wire, waiting for Claire. When she walked in, her smile was plastic. Good day? I asked. Fine. You? Actually, I've been thinking about what you said, about moving forward. Her expression brightened. Really? Yeah. Maybe it's time to sell the company, travel, make new memories. Jimmy, that's wonderful. I've been saying this for months. There's just one thing I'm curious about. What's that? Why did you do it? Her smile froze. Do what? Fake Emma's death. Was $40 million really worth it, Claire? Claire's face went white. What are you talking about? I know Emma's alive. I know David helped you. I know everything. She laughed nervously. You're grieving. You're not thinking clearly. Portland. Karen Mitchell's house on Riverside Drive. Emma's been there for 6 months. Claire's expression hardened. You've been investigating me? You faked our daughter's death. I did what I had to do. She paced, agitated. Do you know what it's like being married to you? Saint Jimmy, the self-made millionaire, the devoted father. I was just an accessory. So you took my daughter away? I took what I deserved. That money should be mine. I've earned it. David rushed in, panicked. Claire, we need to... He saw me. Jimmy. He knows, Claire snapped. You said he'd never find out. You said we'd have enough money to disappear after... After what? I demanded. After you killed me, too? That was never... David started. Shut up, Claire screamed. She turned to me. Fine. You know. What are you going to do? Emma's safe. Nobody's been hurt. We can make a deal. A deal? I'll tell you where Emma is. You give me $10 million and we move on. Nobody needs to know. You think I'd give you anything? Marcus emerged from the next room. Claire Castellano, David Morrison, you're under arrest. Claire's eyes widened as officers flooded in. You were recording?
Every word, Marcus said, handcuffing her. Conspiracy to commit fraud, kidnapping, attempted murder. I never tried to murder anyone. The increased life insurance policies say otherwise. Your browser history showing searches for untraceable poisons says otherwise. David was crying. Claire said nobody would get hurt. She said it was just about money. You helped kidnap a child, the officer said. Claire locked eyes with me. Jimmy, please, we can fix this. Save it for your lawyer. As they led her away, Sarah appeared. You did great. That confession is ironclad. When can I see Emma? Marcus is bringing her now. 20 minutes. I sat down, hands shaking. Sarah sat beside me. You okay? No, but I will be. Emma's going to need therapy, but she'll recover. She's resilient. And Claire? 15 to 20 years minimum. She's done. Headlights swept across the window. I was out the door before the car stopped. Marcus emerged and then, Daddy! Emma ran into my arms, and I held her like I'd never let go. 2 weeks later, I sat in Sarah's office overlooking the city. Emma was with a therapist she'd been seeing daily, Dr. Patricia Reeves, who specialized in childhood trauma.
The charges against Claire and David have been formally filed, Sarah said, reviewing documents.
The DA's office called this morning. They're not offering any plea deals. Good. How long? Claire's looking at 25 years for kidnapping, fraud, conspiracy to commit murder, and child endangerment. David's looking at 15. Karen Mitchell, the woman who kept Emma, got immunity for testifying. Tell me what she said. Karen confirmed Claire paid her $5,000 a month to keep Emma hidden. She thought it was a custody dispute. When she realized what was really happening, she considered going to the police, but Claire threatened her. Karen's testimony nails both Claire and David. Marcus walked in carrying coffee. I just came from the station. Claire's lawyer tried to negotiate this morning. What did she want? I asked. Reduced sentence in exchange for a full confession. She admitted everything. Faking the drowning report, bribing the coroner, planning to eventually stage your accident and take everything. It's all documented now. Will Emma have to testify? No, Sarah assured me. We have enough evidence without putting her through that. Claire's confession, David's cooperation, financial records, the recordings, it's open and shut. My phone buzzed. Emma's therapist. Dr. Reeves, how is she? She's strong, Mr. Castellano. She asked if you could pick her up early today. She wants to show you something she drew. I'll be right there. 20 minutes later, Emma showed me her drawing. Our family home, with just the two of us in the picture. Claire wasn't there. This is our family now, Daddy. Just you and me. That's right, sweetheart. Just us. Dr. Reeves smiled from the doorway. Emma and I talked about what happened with her mother. She understands that Claire made very wrong choices. Do you understand, baby? I asked Emma gently. Mom wanted your money more than she wanted me. Dr. Reeves says that's because something's broken in Mom's brain, not because I wasn't good enough. You're perfect, I said, pulling her close. None of this was your fault. I know, and I'm glad you found me. The next day, Claire's lawyer requested a meeting at the jail. Against Sarah's advice, I went. Claire looked terrible in her orange jumpsuit, no makeup, hair disheveled, nothing like the polished woman I'd married. Jimmy, thank you for coming. I'm not here for you. I'm here so you understand something. Please, let me explain. No, you don't get to explain. You took my daughter. You made me grieve. You were planning to kill me. There's nothing to explain. Tears ran down her face. I made mistakes. Terrible mistakes. But I never stopped loving. Don't. Don't you dare say you loved us. You don't kidnap someone you love. You don't fake their death. You don't let their father suffer. I was desperate. The prenup meant I'd get nothing if we divorced. I panicked. So you destroyed our family instead? Jimmy, please. I'm begging you. Talk to the DA. Ask for a reduced sentence. I can't survive 25 years in prison. You should have thought about that before you took Emma. I'll never forgive myself. But I'm still Emma's mother. No. You lost that right when you let me bury an empty casket. Emma drew a picture yesterday of our family. You weren't in it. That's how dead you are to us. You can't keep me from her forever. Actually, I can. Sarah's filing paperwork to terminate your parental rights. You'll never see Emma again. Claire broke down completely, sobbing into her hands. The guard moved to comfort her, but I held up a hand. Save your tears. You're exactly where you deserve to be. I walked out without looking back. That evening, Marcus came over for dinner. Emma had specifically requested he join us. Detective Marcus, you saved me, Emma said, hugging him. You saved yourself, kiddo. You were so brave. Will I ever have to see Mom again? Marcus looked at me, and I nodded. No, Emma. Your dad's making sure of that. Good, because she's a bad person. After Emma went to bed, Marcus and I sat on the back deck. How are you really doing? He asked. I don't know. My wife tried to steal everything from me. She kidnapped my daughter. She was planning to kill me. How should I be doing? Fair point. But Emma's safe. That's all that matters. Claire's hearing is next week. The judge will formally sentence her. You should bring Emma to the victim impact statement. Absolutely not. I'm not putting her through that. Your call. But Jimmy, you did good. You got your daughter back, and you made sure Claire can never hurt anyone again. It doesn't feel like enough. It never does, but it's justice. Sometimes that's all we get. A month later, the judge sentenced Claire to 25 years in prison and David to 15 years. Emma was in therapy 3 times a week, but was making remarkable progress. Castellano Industries was thriving under my renewed focus, and I'd established a foundation to help families dealing with parental kidnapping. Emma and I stood at the cemetery, not at her fake grave, but at a memorial we'd created for other missing children. Daddy, do you think other kids like me are out there? I hope not, baby, but if they are, we're going to help find them. Promise? Promise. As we walked back to the car, Emma took my hand. Daddy, I'm glad we're okay now. Me too, sweetheart. Me too. Have you ever discovered that someone you trusted completely was living a double life? What would you do if you found out a loved one had betrayed you in an unimaginable way? Like and subscribe for more stories about people who refused to be victims and fought back the right way.